shot the video before this. It was the McKim chop drill. Hopefully you enjoyed that one and you practiced that a little bit, and it's helping really get you pushing the right side. Now, the biggest part that a lot of people struggle with is actually using their hips. And this is where a simple 5-pound hammer comes into play that I've used to help me really learn to counter with my hips a lot. Now, I do this with my light hammer and heavy hammer as well, but mainly do this because I can do a lot of it and it doesn't beat me up quite as much. If you've never thrown hammer before or never really gotten after it or done a really high rep practice, if you do that one time, your core will tell you, hey, this really beats up your core. So that's why I use a 5-pound hammer to allow me to get these reps in when this drill is going to be called the 10-wind drill. So I'd say go out and practice the McKim drill. I use it about 5 times before I even start my practice. I'll slam it into the ground just to get me warmed up and just to get me pushing. This drill, the 10-wind, it really gets you learning to go slow to fast, making sure you stay in position for a longer period of time. And so I'll mix these in like my normal gym workouts. I'll take the 5-pound hammer, step out in the driveway, and I'll do my 10-wind drill in between like sets of other exercises. So with the 10-wind, really focus slow to fast, really focus on your positions, and trying to constantly be applying a little bit more speed as you go along. When you get to the end, you should be at a point where the speed's pretty tough to hang on to. So let's see how this goes. So for me that time, I hadn't done these in a while. I actually, about wind 5, I tried to really adjust and get my low point a little bit further back right. It's a little hard sometimes with this light of a hammer. You get to relying on your arms. So sometimes I also do this with a longer handle because it allows me to counter more. But that time my low point was more in front of me, so I would probably want to redo that. Try to keep that low point back more on the right. And another thing I felt myself doing is shortening on my left side, so I want to try to stay longer on my left. I'll practice this with a normal hammer in my actual blades as well, and it then allows me to start working on that lean that you see a lot of really cool hammer pictures come from. And so you'll see those guys, they'll be up on their toes countering their hips as far forward as they can reach back. So it's easier with your blades on instead of me doing this in tennis shoes. But like I said, I can do this to get in and out of the gym and actually get some kind of specific work in.